Okay, we are continuing our football club history series. In this video, we are looking at Stevenage Football Club. So we've enjoyed our little holiday in the football club history series in Spain. We're popping off in England for one video before we go to Italy for a couple of videos. We're looking at Stevenage in this video. Now, the club itself has not been around very long. Only founded in 1976. The club isn't even 50 years old yet. Now, between 1976 and 2010, the club was known as Stevenage Borough Football Club. In 2010, the year they gained their promotion to the Football League, they changed their name to Stevenage Football Club. They dropped the borough from the name. Now, their home ground since 1980 is Broadhall Way. Only has a capacity of 7,800, but for the majority of Stevenage's existence, they've been a non-league club, and when they've been in the Football League, they spent a fair few years in League Two and some years in League One, but they've never been past League One, so they don't have a massive stadium. They have a reasonable sized stadium on the small to mid-size range of Football League stadiums, not the smallest we've seen. So they're reasonably well run. Now, let's have a look at some of their records. Their highest ever league finish, as I say, never been past League One, is 6th in League One in the 2011-2012 season. Obviously didn't make it out the playoffs to get to the Championship. They've also reached the 5th round of the FA Cup in that same season in 2011-2012, so they've never been past the 5th round. Appearances, Ronnie Henry has that record with 502 matches, and goals is held by Martin Gittings with 217. He's actually the only player with over 100 goals in club history, so I think those two records are pretty safe for some time, especially in the modern game where player movement is what it is with the transfer market and the loan market. It's very rare that you get a one-club player. Obviously, we've seen in some of the club histories, yes, you do have some one-club players that play their entire career at a club. But in Stevenage's case, I think those two records are pretty safe. Now, when it comes to honours, because they've never been past the 5th round of the FA Cup and they've only been a Football League side since 2010, they are limited. They've won the FA Trophy twice in the non-league in the 2006-2007 season, which is an important year that year, and we'll get to that in the fun facts section, and the 2008-2009 season when they were in the National League. They were runners-up in the 2001-2002 season and the 2009-2010 season. Now, because Hertfordshire in the UK doesn't have a lot of professional football clubs, I just put down Watford and Boreham Wood as their nearest rivals locally, because they're the only other two fully professional sides in the county of Hertfordshire, just north of London. And that is a problem. Hertfordshire is not really known for its footballing prowess. And Watford, yes, they have been a Premier League club and made the FA Cup final. But in reality, Hertfordshire doesn't really have a footballing history other than some of the Watford runs in the FA Cup and in the Premier League and in the old Division 1. Some of those Watford teams back in the days when they were near the top of English football, obviously. Other than that, they're not known for their footballing success. Fun fact. Now, this is the interesting fun fact to do with their FA Trophy win in 2006-2007. Stevenage are the first team to win a competitive match at the new Wembley Stadium when they defeated Kidderminster Harriers 3-2 in the 2007 FA Trophy final. So that is very, very interesting. This is 3 years before they are a Football League side. And yes, this is actually the first ever competitive match that was won. I believe there was a youth international that was classed as competitive, but it's the first senior competitive victory at Wembley in men's football was won by Stevenage when they were called Stevenage Borough. So that's a fun little fact. So there we go. There's a very brief history of Stevenage Football Club. Obviously, the club hasn't been around as long as others in the Football League, and it's only been around since 1976, so the history is limited, and the majority of their history is as a non-league side, although since being in the Football League, they've been a pretty solid Football League outfit. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, before I leave, my old next door neighbour when I was a kid growing up, his name was Mike Warner. He used to play for Northampton Town and Farnborough Town back in the day as well. Finished his career at Stevenage when they were in the non-league. I think he actually played in one of those FA Trophy finals as well. He finished, as I say, finished his career at Stevenage. He retired due to a knee injury. He was one of the first professional players, I believe, on their books as well. So there we go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you very, very soon.